Hey guys, Blue Knight here from Ultimate RC. So I have wanted to do this build for a while. Man, it's been years coming. So I finally got enough money and kind of in a situation where I can do this. I've been waiting for a 3903, 3905, 3908 roller for a while, updated with the Revo spec diffs, upgraded tranny, all that good stuff. So finally picked up a roller, got it here on the Ultimate RC forums and the for sale forum for a really good price. So pretty much just almost in brand new condition. It's awesome. Got it with 2 servos. So I did a ton of research on the forums. I've been searching for months, and I finally chose the electronics I wanted to get. So just so happens that my motor, ESC, and my LiPo battery I needed for this build all came today, which was odd. They all, well, the ESC and motor came from Hong Kong. One came through New York, the other one came through Los Angeles, and they just happened to both get here on the exact same day, which is awesome. A couple other things that I needed for the build. I got a program card for the ESC, series connector to hook up my 2S LiPos in series. And then from all the digging I did, I think I'm going to start at an 18 tooth. It's a 32 pitch pinion. So I'm going to start here and see what the comps are. First up, pretty sure this is my LiPo. So the LiPos I've been using are from valuehobbies.com, and they're GeForce batteries. They're the Elite series, so they have nanotech additives. They're supposed to make the battery last twice as long, so we'll see. I have another one already. This was the second one I needed so I could run them in series to get 4S for the truck. But 6500 mAh, they're 40C. You can get them for $35 shipped each from Value Hobbies. And then it's cool because they come with a Dean's connector already. The ESC I ended up getting was the waterproof Hobbywing. It's the SC8 waterproof. It was $65 on Amazon.com with free shipping. Came all the way from Hong Kong. Today is day 10. It took 10 days to get to me here. So here in the States. So it's supposed to be really good, 120 amp ESC, you know, it's going to be waterproof. I have the waterproof servos in there, so I don't even run in the water actually, but sometimes at our local track there'll be some really big puddles that get left from watering the track. I've had some people splash through those before and mess up their ESC. So that's the one that I chose here. And this is the motor. Came from Hong Kong also, took 10 days. You know, it's so odd, everything from Hong Kong takes exactly 10 days to get here. I have no idea why. When I had my Tamiya CC01, I ordered the aluminum steering kit, the GPM steering kit. Came from Hong Kong, I tracked it the whole way there. It was like last year. It took exactly 10 days to get here, and these did too, so. Yeah, so there's the motor I picked. Again, ton of research, finally found, you know, I'm on a budget, that's why I bought the roller. This is the 2100 kilovolt motor. It's 4-pole, I believe, and it's for 8 scale cars. It looks pretty beefy, so we'll get that in there. And there's someone else on the forums that's using this also, this combo, and says it works really well. I know a couple other people as well, and they say it works well. All the stuff for my build. I got my E-Maxx roller with 2 servos. I have my 2S LiPos, Turnigy 2100 kilovolt 8 scale motor, waterproof 120 amp ESC, the Hobbywing SC8, pinion, series connector, and program card. So I'm going to get soldering and start putting all the stuff together. All right, let's start opening all this stuff here. Oh, I think we can stay there. Series connector. Instructions in there. Empty phone block. right there. All right. Not as big as I thought it was going to be. It's really not that big. Looks like the all the wires are pre-tinned with solder, so I don't have to do that. That's cool. On-off switch here, plastic cover on it because it's waterproof, I guess. Fans built in. Comes with this connector here, I guess. Heard it came with a bunch of shrink tubing. Bunch of little screws. Looks like an extra... Chubsy? Looks like an extra cover for the on-off switch, like an extra plastic cover. I guess they figure if you're going to be turning this off and on, it's going to get worn down and maybe tear. They give you an extra one. Instructions. Little sheet of stickers. Looks like it comes with an array of shrink tubing. Always need shrink tubing. Double-sided tape. Looks like it's got some sort of a mounting plate here, which I may be using. Shrink tubing, a couple zip ties, some screws, and then it looks like the female connectors. Guy on the forums told me these should work with these bullet connectors. Yeah, they do. Cool. Wow, how convenient is this? Lucking out today. The ESC here has 2 holes on the bottom of it that bolt onto this ESC plate that it comes with. And then I just found out that the plate perfectly lines up with the holes there to be screwed down. So I'm not going to be messing around with Velcro and shoe gooing the ESC down and it coming off. It's just going to be bolted onto the chassis. That's awesome. Alright, so got my soldering station set up here. Have my soldering gun, my little helping hands here, Dean's connector, solder, just little random pliers there, and then my wet sponge, so start soldering it up. Yeah, what I like to do with these female connectors is just fill that cup with solder there, just like so there's a pool. And then get my wire, put the shrink tubing down it all the way as close as I can to the ESC, and then I'll take the end here, just sit it right in that pool and hold it there with the other arm. Get my soldering gun. You could just hold it on top of it like that. It'll eventually get hot enough where the pool will turn to liquid and then the wire will sink into it and then they'll all bond together. There you go, sunk into it. That out of there. Bring my shrink tube up. You can use the heat from your gun, or you can use a flame, doesn't matter. Cool, so just got done. I have my Dean's connector on there and all my 3 motor connectors soldered on, so I'll get it all connected now. So just screwing the supplied ESC plate to the ESC. It came with the plate and the screws. So just screwing the plate to the ESC right now, and then we'll bolt the plate to the E-Maxx. And then just using the supplied screws that came with the ESC as well to the E-Maxx. Nice and secure there, I like that. Next up we'll install the motor. It doesn't come with motor screws, so you got to use your own. It's going to go right about there and then slide the pinion on. Alright, just gonna put the gear cover on here, hook up the wires. I got my lipos all charged up and we'll go take it for a spin. I'm just coiling up the ESC wire right now. That's gonna go to the receiver so it'll look nice and clean and coiled to the receiver box. Just wrap it around a screwdriver, let it sit for a couple seconds, and I'll take it off. That'll be a nice coil going to the receiver box. So to cover where the other motor went in before, what I'm going to do is just use this little plug cover. It's for like kids safety. I'm going to trim off the tabs there, and then I'm going to put that there and then drill holes and then screw in holes from the other side into the plate to hold it on, just keep from dirt and stuff getting in there. So I'm about to put the batteries in right now. To be able to use my batteries, because they're not a direct connect, you have to plug them in there for them to fit. I just had to take my Dremel and just notch out a notch on the battery holders, and then it's fine. So there's the finished piece for the other little motor cover. I just spray painted it blue with some spray paint I had, just a light coat, and then put the screws in from the back. All right, man, that was about half a day to get this all together. But yeah, man, it's heavier than I thought it was gonna be. This thing is heavy, fully loaded with the batteries and all that stuff. So yeah, I got both batteries in here. Moment of truth. Everything's hooked up, all the lipos are hooked up right. You know, I don't think I'm gonna have to program the ESC. I looked through the instruction manual, and all the settings that it's already set to, like from the factory for default, is what I would have had it set to anyway. So here we go. Radio on. Okay. Plug it in. All right. No puff of smoke or anything like that. Steering servos work. And I'm sure I'm gonna have to hold down a button and program this. You wanna see this truck work? Okay, come up here. You can be in the shot. Alright, we're gonna turn it on. Steering works. See, lift it up. Cool. All right, well, we'll take it up the street and then we'll go have some fun, huh? Yeah. Say, see you later. Say it to the camera. See you later. See you later, camera. Ouch. All right, gonna get some temps here. Motors at 110. ESC's at 93. Yeah, I've been bashing around for quite a while. You know, doing a bunch of top speed runs, flooring it, wheelies, braking, all that stuff, and running really hard for a long period of time. My highest temps on the motor were about 125, and the ESC got up to 100, so a lot of gearing left here. So final thoughts on the motor and ESC combo here, and kind of in the truck in general. It really surprised me. I mean, this ESC was $65 shipped, the motor was $45 shipped, 110 bucks for, you know, a decent waterproof 8 scale system. you know, it seems great. So the truck really performs well. It soaks up everything, jumps great. I haven't broken anything. It's just been a blast. And you know, it's really under geared. You could see from in the video, it would top out really fast. And that's from the 18 tooth pinion. I could easily go up to a 20, 21, maybe even a 22 tooth pinion to get the motor up to around 150, 160, a little under 160. And the ESC wasn't even breaking a sweat. I mean, it was barely at 98 degrees most of the time when I was doing all my top speed runs and bashing really hard. So it's a really good combo on 4S. I don't think the power is going to be there with 3S. I think you really want 4S for it to be really capable. So that's pretty much it. You know, good combo, and the truck's been a blast, and I'm glad I got to do this project and see how everything would run. So next, tomorrow I'm going to go to my local hobby shop, buy a 20 tooth pinion as opposed to the 18 tooth. Because with the 18 tooth, even bashing the living daylights out of this thing for 20 minutes straight, the motor's only getting to 125, so I have 20 or 30 degrees to play with here. And the ESC is only at around 100, so it's got a good ways to go too. Thanks, guys.